My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review for the Batman Season 2. Now, this is a show I grew up watching. I loved it, and I was devastated that Season 1 kinda sucked. But I was then pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed Season 2. It's still not a great season of television, but it's consistently entertaining and it's what you want from a Saturday morning cartoon. Let's begin talking about the cast. And Rhino Romano, I think, is very underrated as Bruce Wayne and Batman. I really do like this take on the character, and he brings enough personality to him. Really impressive work that deserves far more recognition if you ask me. Alfred, I think, is much better written this season. I really like what he brings to the show. Ming-Na as Ellen Lin, I think, continues to do a great job. I think this character is a fantastic addition. She's just so easy to like, and you really get a sense of her character growth. Then you've got Jesse Carty playing Chief Warhorse instead of Edward James Olmos, and I think he does a very good job. The character is simple, but he brings enough personality to him to the point where he stands out. Kevin Michael Richardson as Joker. I like this version of the Joker. I think he does a much better job this season. It feels distinct while still capturing what makes Joker such a standout character. He can be really funny and goofy, but he can also be very serious and twisted, and it doesn't feel like a Mark Hamill knockoff. It feels like its own version of the Joker. But Tom Kenny as the Penguin, I I didn't mind him in season 1, but now we see him in like 5 episodes this season, and it's just too much. His voice is grating, and I'm starting to get annoyed by this version of Penguin. I appreciate the attempt at something different, but I've had my fill. Then we've got Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger himself as the Riddler, and I really like this unique take on the character. He just has a very different kind of presence than you'd be expecting, and I think he stands out as a result. Frank Gorshin as Hugo Strange, I'm not the biggest fan of this take on the character, but I think he does fine enough. Steve Harris as Ethan Bennett, I like how we continue to see Ethan Bennett lose himself as he just becomes worse and worse. He tried his best to be good again, he just can't do it, and I like that character transformation. Ron Perlman as Killer Croc, I do not like this take on the character at all. It just seems like they're trying too hard, and he just doesn't have enough personality, and he's not menacing enough. Then we've got Gina Gershon as Catwoman, who I think really stands out here. I like how we get that one episode with Bruce and Selena, and she really stands out there, but as Catwoman, I feel like she captures the spirit of the character, and Jeff Bennett as Ragdoll, I think, stands out in only one episode. A very memorable voice. So yeah, I just think this season is much more consistent. It's a bit darker, but it's also less stupid. Like, there's no episode here as stupid as the one where people get turned into playing cards, or Scarface turns into a giant robot. It feels like they've got a better handle on the tone of this series, and it really shows. Some episodes I enjoyed is Riddled. That one was fun. My favorite episode of this season is The Laughing Bat. Watching Joker take down criminals for jaywalking or for having 11 items at a 10-item checkout is just comedy gold, and I really like the stakes with Batman on the verge of losing himself. That episode is great. I love it. Rag Dr. Riches, I think, is a very entertaining episode. Once again, I like the Bruce and Selena dynamic here. JTV got Patrick Warburton, who I loved. And it's just a very entertaining, stupid Joker plot, but in a good way. Then we've got The Butler Did It, and looking at IMDb, this is one of the worst rated episodes of the show so far, and I don't really understand why. I really like it. I like the cool, unique visuals. I like that Batman almost reveals his secret identity. Meltdown, like I said, it continues the character of Clayface in an interesting way. Grundy's Night, I also really like this episode. It's got a nice little mystery to it, and I like where it goes. Strange Minds is my second favorite episode this season, where they go inside the mind of Joker. It's both funny and twisted, and totally reminded me of the movie The Cell. But, yeah, I think it says something that the best episodes this season have the Joker in it. And then The Knight and the Bat, I really liked this episode too. You could just feel the stakes escalating. I like where they take Ellen Lynn this episode with the police after her. And I really like the introduction of James Gordon and how the season ends with Batman walking together with him with the bat symbol in the sky. It's just the perfect way to end the season, and I do like the fact that the show is willing to evolve. It's not going to be Batman against the police forever. It's willing to change things up. So season 1 had Ethan and Ellen and the police against Batman. Season 2 had Batman and Ellen working together with the police after him. And season 3 is going to take it in a different direction. That's the way it should be. Now that said, I still got some episodes I didn't like. Fire and Ice is fine, I guess, mildly entertaining. Pets, I didn't really care for. Swamped, like I said, didn't really care for. And The Cat, the Bat, and the Very Ugly, I didn't really care for. So, yeah, not quite great, but much better. I'm glad that I can enjoy this show now. Yeah, I know it's. I like this take on lots of these characters. I think it manages to be a bit darker. It's consistently entertaining. I'll give the Batman season 2 a 7 out of 10. Okay, have you seen the Batman season 2? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos soon, and Gavin out.